seeks to exist. No, God infinitely cares about every single detail and has a massive plan for each of us that is interconnected, right? So as I've been working with women, what I notice is that we will say, well, that's too hard. I'm not going to invest into this type of thing. Maybe it's something like iJourney, or with me, it's been the coaching programs or courses and things like that. And so we keep ourselves locked out of becoming who we're supposed to be because we don't like the requirements of the soil transfer, like for us to transfer into a new space. And I believe that these things are these mental limitations that stop us from being able to discover what our unique divine design is. So when I talk about purpose, or how I see purpose is a part of your DNA. It is who you are. It's more about your personality than it is what it is that you do. And we have, especially in this whole girl boss movement, and for years, I think the church has really mistaught purpose. It's not about what you do. And we've also defined calling as though it's something that you do in terms of going into ministry. That most of us learn about spiritual gifts and spiritual assignment within the four walls. So much so that when God calls us, we don't know what to do with that. And so then we start operating as a ministry, even if we have the mantle for business. Because we've never seen it, we've never been taught it, and we've never been told really what James 1:17 means, which says every good and perfect gift is from above. For me, I had to recognize through rejection, really, that it's not my fault that income generation is a superpower and it's a supernatural gift. It's not my fault. Income generation is a gift. It's not my purpose. It's not my purpose. It's an ability that I have. My gifts are tied to what I do. I know we're going to get to gifts. My gifts are tied to what I do. We've been taught the wrong order. We've been taught that your purpose is about what you do. Our purpose is about our personality. It's the natural impact that your life is designed to have. And it's a way that you effortlessly, without trying, move other people forward. Okay? I believe our purpose is tied into our voice, how we think, how we see, how we speak, how we show up, our demeanor, our personality. And so some people, they just naturally have a joy to them. And we think that that's not valuable because we have been conditioned around struggle. We've been conditioned to value the things that are difficult, phrases that are very dangerous, but that we have normalized are anything worth having is worth working for. But what about grace, where something is that you've been given that is your wealth strategy, that is your miracle strategy, it is your ministry, it's also your business, it's all in one, and you didn't have to earn it. Who said we had to work for it?
One of the things that I encourage women and my audience to do is to stay in your comfort zone. So many people say, get out of your comfort zone, but there is a zone that was created just for us. And we don't understand that our zone is our soil. As we're talking about our soil or our place of coming forth, it is our soil. And it is so important for you to stay in your soil. When you were talking, I was thinking about Hagar when she left. And when she left, God showed up and he said, where are you going? And she had no answer for that. She had no idea where she was going. So he told her to return because she didn't know where she was going. He told her to go back and submit to the soil. And there is a time when you talked about those hard times that we go through and how they are helping us to find and discover our purpose. We don't realize that we have to submit to that soil. Sometimes that is the soil. The soil may not necessarily be a city, a state, a country. Sometimes a soil may be the situation. And in that soil comes growth. In that soil produces what we were created to do. And even when you were talking about the difference between a calling and a purpose, our purpose is why. You know, our purpose is why we exist, and that calling is, the Bible says, walk worthy in the vocation where we are called. The calling is an assignment. People don't realize the calling may be a vocation. It may be an assignment. The purpose never changed, but the calling changed periodically. And when people understand that the calling may change, it may be you're working here today and here tomorrow, because he said in the vocation wherewith you are called, the assignment.